Do you feel the vibes?
Everybody, and I am Dragon Slayer 888. Today we'll be making a racing game on Scratch. So this is the game. It's a two-player game that you can play with, and the obstacles can crush you and make you restart. Like sometimes a car could get crushed, and as you've seen there, it would just go back to the beginning. I'll show you that you can also use the yellow car. Today we'll be using different cars, but it's going to be the same game. You can really use whatever vehicles you want. It's just that they have to be small so that you can make a racetrack before them. Okay, so let's get started. I already have my two cars here. So this is my blue car and my red car, which I'd actually want to be yellow. So yeah, now we have these two. We can make the racetrack. So get a gray of your color and just draw your racetrack. That's a bit too big. And yeah, I like that. So just draw a circle for now. Like that. And since that's really small because I zoomed in, you can just actually make it a bit bigger and actually do it properly. So yeah, you guys can choose any design you want for your racetrack. I'm just doing the normal circle that people usually choose. And also the obstacles I'm using are optional, but they are pretty fun to play with. This game is pretty fun to play with friends, and those obstacles just make it that bit more challenging. So yeah, I'm just going to finish this track and then we'll go on to the coding. Make sure it's not thin, because if you see your car, two cars are supposed to be able to be in it, so you could use that as a template and then draw with that. Yeah, this is going to be pretty big. Or you could even just make these a bit smaller so that they fit. Yeah, that is doable. Sorry it's taking a lot of time. I'm just trying to get this to look neat, presentable. Yeah. After you're done with your track, just take two colors. I chose red and green, and then fill the inner side with the whatever color you want and the outer side with whatever color you want. So now you have a somewhat of a racetrack. Now I'm just going to keep on using this as a reference, but these are going to be the obstacles here so that they open and close. So the way we do that is we're going to have lots of sprites. So first let's make the controls here, and then we'll go on to the obstacles. So get a 1 green flag acrylic forever, and then you need 4 ifs. And in sensing, you should do key press. So for the the blue car right here, we're going to use the right arrow key to move forward, the up arrow key to move left, and the down arrow key to move right, and the left arrow key to move backwards. So first we will change this to up. That's going to be left. So in motion, that just says turn 15. That's going to be right, so we can put that there, and we can put this here, right? So let's see. Yeah, it's working. There. And now this is going to be the down arrow. So you have a turning car. Now we should make the right arrow. It should do move 10 steps. And then move negative 10. So let's just test this out. You have a pretty fast car now, but it's a bit too fast, so let's make it 1 step and see if it's a bit better. That's a bit too slow, so let's do 5 steps. Yeah, that's good. 5 steps. So change this also to 5 steps. And you got the moving part done. So you just have to duplicate this and put this into your other car or vehicle. Now we just have to change the keys. We're going to be using the VASD keys. I can't pronounce it, but we're going to use the WASD keys. So first, up is W, then S is down, D is, and also A. So now we got 2 cars that work. So we have these, we can turn them and drive them. But right now, if we go off the track or touch anything, it won't do anything. Because here, if you see, like if we touch something, it just goes back. So the way we do this is that we get another if green flag clicked, and then forever if touching color, choose this, or choose the outer. Move. How much should I put it for this one? Negative. Let's do -5. So now isn't that supposed to be green? Yeah. Anyways, so now if we touch touching color, this is supposed to, oh, for the yellow card, I didn't put it for this. You're gonna see that we can't go through it. It's just stopping us. So, but we can still go for the green, in the green. So, we can put an OR here, and then do so then we can do that and then duplicate this onto this. So now, and why isn't this okay? So let's try it. So you see how it was in the red? What? This isn't supposed to happen. Let me just see for a sec. So if touching the green, which is supposed to be this, move -10. So if touching that here, so if touching this, move -5, and then if touching that, move negative. So just wait a sec. Yeah, it's working. So yeah, that was just a glitch that happened. So you already have your own racetrack, but we don't have obstacles. So that's what we're gonna do next. So we first would need a race finish line and a starting line. So let's draw one. So just switch between white and black. Take this and just do it like that. Switch, that, switch, and that. You're gonna be just doing that. Keep on doing that. So just move this here and then shrink it so that you can put it here, and then just keep on doing it here until it reaches the edge. So we have you're trying to make a checkered pattern, and the reason we can't put this in the background is because if you haven't noticed yet, if we put a finish line here and we just like make a win mechanism, like saying player 1 or player 2 has won, they could just go backwards and win. So we're gonna do something with the starting line to make it like we can't win unless both cars have crossed the start line and they've gone around the whole thing. So yeah, we are here and we're continuing. This is a very long-winded process and you have to make many more sprites just for it. So be warned. But after you're done, you get a really fun game. So this is kind of worth it. So now we have a finish line here. So now let's go into code. And then when this forever, put an if block. Touching scratch car 2, then you will make a variable saying allow back 1. So the scratch car 1 is player 1. So allow back 1 means that here, this is going to let us go backwards. So we should put an and here, and so they should have another thing. So the left arrow should be pressed, but also you should be and allow back 1 equals yes. this does here is it doesn't allow you to go backwards until you cross this starting line. So you can't just go backwards immediately to just going to the finish line. So that's one where we're going to stop them from just cheating. Touching, then set allow back 1, 2. Yes, and also in the beginning you should set allow back 1, 2. No. So now just duplicate this, put it there, and create another variable saying allow back 2. Allow back 2. You don't need to see these, so we don't want those. And then change these to allow back 2. And change that to scratch card 3 or this card, the other card that you're using. Now, as you see, every time I press the starting line, equals yes, so show these. Why is allow back 1 no? It's crossed it. Yes, that's touching scratch card 2. It's on. I'm having some problems here. Now it's yes, so now you can go forward. And now that's going to keep on happening until we fix it. So there's a way to fix it. So now we can go backwards and forward. But before we couldn't, because if you see, I'll just put it here. If I try going backwards, it won't work. But after I cross the finish line, I can go backwards. Same goes for this car. If I try going, I can go, but before I couldn't. So we have that done. But now, when green flag clicked, we're going to go into the starting line again. Keep that there. When green flag clicked, forever, if allow back 1, if allow back, see, why isn't this working? Oh, if allow back 1 equals yes, and allow back 2 equals yes, so put yes in both. So this is meaning that if both cars have crossed the starting line, then allow to finish. So then you can put an allow to finish, set allow to finish to yes. So now that we have done that, we will have to do some other things too. So position your cars so that they are ready to race. That's pretty good. And then we can set And then we can just do this quick. I just remember we had to also put set allow to finish to no in the beginning. So now if we start, everything is no. So if you see here, allow back 1 is the blue car. If I go forward, it changes to yes. For this, it goes here. And immediately after it went there, over the starting line, it changed to allow to finish. And with this variable, we'll say that if it's yes, then we'll allow them to win. So if they're touching the finish line anytime before both of them have crossed this, it won't count. So now let's continue. So we'll go here and then say when this is clicked, motions, go to negative, close enough, and then here go to yes, so we just do green flag clicked. So that means now that when we're here, if we go forward, if I click this again, we'll go back into our starting positions. So if we were out here and we click the green flag again, we wouldn't come back, we'd just stay there. And also we could put in, so they all always straight point in direction 90. That's supposed to be right, yes. So do that for here too. That will help us. So you see how now they're like this straight so that you can do the turning and everything. So we've done that. So now you can just duplicate this. And we have sprite 2. Just rename this so that you know it's finish line. Finish line. Okay, so now let's go back and put this here. So let's just take away all of this because this isn't for the finish line. I just copied it so that we could have the same type of checkerboard pattern on our finish line. So we'll put it here when the green flag clicked forever. If touching, get an and block, put this there, that never works, and allow to finish equals yes, and change that to player 2, player 1 and player 2. They just got named Scratch Card 2 and Scratch Card 3, I don't know why. So then, yes, if touching, then in control, do say to, in events, say to broadcast player 1 wins. Now just duplicate that, put it here, make that Scratch Card 3, and player 2 wins. So you may be asking me why we're broadcasting this, but we're gonna have a message saying that the player wins because they've crossed it. So now we'll have to just do the obstacles. Let's just shove these off the way. Now the obstacles are gonna be like this. They're gonna be moving, but that's only with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sprites. So you could make this version where like it just like opens and closes and opens and closes, or you could just do something like this where the car has to go like that and that and that. So here's what you should do if you just want to do this. If you want to do this, I'll give you a tutorial. But if you want to just do this, choose your outside color for the ones that are touching the outside, and an inside color for the ones that are touching the inside, like this. Just draw different obstacles in the background as you see here. It's just drawn in. Everything you see here, everything else are all sprites. So you can just draw these in and then you're done. So good job. But if you want to do something much harder like me, then you should first just draw your obstacles. So go into backdrops and just take that color, switch it, and take this color. Now take the line tool, and make it a bit thin so that it won't, yeah, that's good. So just make that connected. Then switch to red and do it here. Switch to green, do it here. Switch to red, do it here. Switch to green, do it there. Just do. I'm just remaking this here, this obstacle course, because if you see, it's almost the same. And I'll put a bit more obstacles in it just to make this a bit better. And then this is supposed to be a red, so let's go here. And then you're done with this. So you're done there, and then you should just count how many sprites you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted 3 extra here. Because I'll just show you here. You see how they're alternating between green and alternating between 2 blocking and then just 1. So you have to go, wait, go here, wait, go there, wait, go here. And then you can finish. So like if someone is back behind, they have time to catch up, and then it's just really who can pass this. So it makes it even more tense for people. So now we'll start with the green line. So just make an ordinary line. Just take that back. Use your line tool and make a line. A bit too big, but that's not the same color, is it? Oh, okay, let's take that. And then switch. Take that. And that, yeah. So just fill this in because I made it wrong. So now we have, where is it? Oh, okay. Just go back. Undo. So now go into scripts and just take a turn 15 degrees. So just turn it to what you need. Also take this one too, so it helps. Anyways, you can do it like this. It's okay, and then you just have to go into this one. Flag clicked. What was the timing here? Wait 1 second. Okay. So when green flag clicked, you should go into looks, go hide and then forever put a show. Wait 1 second. Then put a hide. And then wait 1 second. And you're done there. Because if they just touch this. So if they just touch this, then they'll just go backwards. And if they're in there, they get crushed. So now that we do this, we just have to duplicate it. Make that sprite 11. So just turn it to your liking and put it right there. And then the reason I'm skipping is because this one is green and all green will hide first and then show. Well, this will show first and then hide. So if you're pretty good, you can avoid everything in one go, but I don't think that's possible. Then we'll just duplicate this again and then just change it. No, God, I did that wrong. Let's go to this. We don't need these, do we? No, you need that. So use this and then go on to this one. I think that's right, 12. Yeah, and just turn it to what you want. So I want it like that. Just turn it a bit there, and then just push it back inside, because it's okay if it's going out because it will just open and close still. And that's almost all the green done. You just have to duplicate 3 more. So just take it and put one there and put another one here. Actually, no, I want that one to be a red so that they do it opposite. And also let's put one there. So that's supposed to be red too. Duplicate. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have, where's the other? Yeah, it's right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need another one that goes there. So let's turn it that. And now we're almost done. So we just have to do the red. So actually just delete this and duplicate another one. Just put it in the green zone right now so that you don't know where it is. But we're going to change this to red. Now it's red. And we just go into script and switch this out. So it's going to hide first, then wait, and then wait, and then this has to start with a show. So we have this, and we need to make one. So we've done that. Yep. So now you have to go through there and then duplicate that another time. Get this. Turn it. Make it as straight as possible. and then do that. One more. So yeah, I don't need that. So we have 2 there. Let's duplicate it again. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Turn it. That's perfect. We need 1 more right there, so let's duplicate it. And where is it? Yeah. So let's have a test run of it. You get stuck. Yeah, all this way. Then this is just a tight spot. Doable. Let's do. I've done it. And just before you do anything, just put forever here and do go to front. So because I just noticed it just did that, so and also do the same here. Now there's one thing you could do, because I have this outer ring and this inner ring, but I think it's better with the cars I got here because they're just stopping. But sometimes your cars could go inside this field and this field. So the way you stop it is that if you see in my backdrop, I just chose a different color and I just made like a border. So I have a border now, and then the border is just the color you wanted. So this is going to be a border and that's going to be a border. But also I had an inner color that's going to be on the inside of the border and then on the outside of that border. So what it does is that you're saying if touching this, so if you go in there, I have the script right here, so just copy this down. If touching this, you shouldn't use these exact coordinates, but you're just technically going to put your car here and then just take those coordinates and put them in. So every time they go out of bounds, they have to restart and do the whole course again. So if you were here and then you would get pushed here and then restart. So that does make it a bit more fun, but they only happens if these things crush you and push you, which in this right now what I made, it's not really gonna do that. So you don't have to do it. It's not a necessity, but if it keeps on happening to you that you get stuck inside here, then make it so that you at least just restart and you can do it again. Create a new sprite. So, click on text and just click there and then type in player 1 wins. And then you should center it to there. And also just duplicate that to get another one. Actually, just make a new one because that doesn't work. So you just repeat the whole process again. Just click text and type in player 2 wins. Again, center it, just make it look perfect. And then you can say when green flag clicked in looks, click the hide button. No, use the hide block. And then forever events when green flag clicked hide. When I receive player 1 wins, then in control put a stop all so that it stops everything, and so you cannot just continue racing, because then it would just bug out the whole thing, because then it wouldn't know which one to choose, player 1 or player 2. So you should do when I receive player 1 wins, stop all, but also you should put a show. So all you have to do is duplicate that and change this to player 2 wins. I just realized I made this PKAR, but it's okay. So we have that. Let's just test it. Just put everything in here. Also have a forever in these. Put the player 1 in here and take away the player 2. It's okay to have 2 because it's okay. Anyways, now you just have to click this and we have this. Let's just do that and go here, and so I can actually complete the whole course. I got smashed, so let's try. Let's continue, and as you can see, it's pretty challenging to just get across this. You don't know when it's opening if you're just a first timer. But it said when I receive player 1 wins, so here I put a player 1 and player 2, so I'll just take this away. Let's try that again. So let's just do this, and then I'll just use this card too. I got that. Let's restart. So as I told you, sometimes this happens, so I would just tell you to choose another color, and then in the card just say when green flag clicked forever if touching that color that you put on the inside with the border, then go back to this place, because if we put it there they could just go backwards now and actually cheat. So I'll actually just show you how to do it, just so that some people who are still not getting what to do understand. So we get past all of this, and yeah, it says player 1 wins. You can also just position that a bit better, and also just take this show out, click this, and click show. Okay, so it's showing player 1, and then let it show player 2. Just make this go on this player. So they're almost exactly the same, because they won't see both of them at once, and so this may look weird and hard to read right now, but when it says player 1 wins or player 2 wins, they will both be in the same spot, so that it looks a bit more nicer. And now we'll just do the border. So go into your backgrounds, go into backdrop, and then choose a color to use to draw. I'll be using blue. I'll just be using this color, so I just need to make this a bit more thicker. make sure there's still some green, because if you just made the whole thing this color, then we would always, if we just touched the edge, we'd always restart, which would be really frustrating, and almost no one would enjoy this then. So we should just give a border, but if you get crushed or go outside, you can't just cheat redirecting the car to go here. Instead, you have to restart because you weren't careful. I accidentally didn't choose the painter tool, and so that just happened. So I'll just be creating this. That's done. Put that there. And so you could just skip all of that, so I just take another bit and make it a bit thicker, so that if they still just touch it, and maybe like this, like it's ever so slightly there, so that you actually have some space to see the green. So just a warning. And then you can also see that saying that if you just try cheating, you'll just go back to the beginning. So you have that done. You can also do the inside, which you should do if you're doing the outside. And then just fill all of that in. And there you got a pretty good base. Now we just go into scripts and say events when green flag clicked, motion, go to, and then just choose take your car and put it about here, and then just look at these coordinates, and then just put this into go to this. Well, you have to put also a forever and an if. Touching color. So if it's touching that, then go to this. Just duplicate this and put it into the scratch card. 2. And we have that the same thing here. So now we have a full thing. So let's just see here. As you can see, we still just stop. But sometimes when we maybe just go crazy, as you've seen there, I just teleported back to the beginning because the crusher here pushed me inside too deep. So that's something to always remember. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like and subscribe to get even more different games to play. And if you have any other suggestions for games, just put them in the comment section. Goodbye!